Hello, everyone.
Item that wasn't getting the buy box anymore, and it worked great. So I decided to try a campaign for a couple of other items, but none of them are getting any impressions or clicks. I've tried a couple different methods, but none of them seem to be working. I called Amazon, but they haven't been much of help. Everybody always calls Amazon. So what you'd have to do if you're not getting clicks, it's normally because your bid isn't high enough. So if your bid isn't high enough, it means it's not competitive enough for what the other people are paying for those keywords or those campaigns, or those brands, or those ASINs that you're advertising for. They're paying more than you're paying. So you have to increase your bid.
So quick question, couple quick questions. When I called them, it was pretty funny. So they were telling me at first, oh, well, it's because you're not getting the buy box. And you could tell she was reading from a script. And she's like, well, it's because you're not getting the buy box. That's why you're not getting any impressions. And I was like, oh my God, do I have to explain to this woman on the phone from Amazon the point of campaigns? I'm like, yes, I know that. That's the point of me running the sponsor campaigns, is because I'm not getting the buy box. And she's like, well, but that's why you're not getting the buy box. And I realized I was going in a circular conversation, and I was like, okay, I'm wasting my time here. So I thought, all right, I don't think it's the fact that my price is a little higher, because that would I know in the tutorial it was like, hey, sometimes if your price is a little higher, it's a good way to still generate some clicks. And I do have higher bids. I've even tried increasing the bids. Should I just try increasing them by a lot to see if that even generates?
Yeah, I would go a little more aggressive, because listen, if you spend $4 or $5 to find out that that's the sweet spot, Raphael, I see you got your hand up there. You want to chime in here?
Yeah, I've done PPC for a couple of years already now for my private label. So you might, since you're not getting any impressions or clicks, you might want to check also the keywords. So you got to make sure that the keywords are matching your listing as well. So
I think she's probably just running an auto campaign, right?
So I've actually played around with two different types. I've done auto and I've done manual. Yeah. So try and
all right, so go ahead, Raphael. That's great with the keywords. Go ahead.
Yeah, Raphael. So the auto, I use it just to test it out. So I want to know what people are searching. Auto campaigns, they're not really reliable in that sense. You want to go and pull a report from the auto after, let's say, 2 weeks of running $10 or $20 per day on auto. Then you pull a report on that, and then you see the keywords that are being most clicked on and that's causing most impressions. After you pull that report, then you start working on your manual campaign using those more popular keywords. You see what I'm saying, Delima?
Yeah, so I have a question to that. On the auto, I'm not even getting impressions or clicks on that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for the auto, I think it's a bid thing. For the manual, it's probably a keyword thing. And if you want some information on what Raphael's talking about, Delima, it's covered in thorough detail in Module 15.
Yep, I know exactly what he's talking about. That's why I started out with the auto one. Yeah. I was just kind of stumped because I wasn't even getting clicks on the auto campaigns, but I'll try doing that. I'll try upping it to like $4 or $5.
Yeah. Listen, at the end of the day, Amazon never guarantees that if you run ads, you'll get sales, So it's a great tool to leverage, but it's not a guarantee. And that's why you see a lot of people, they put 15, 18 grand into a private label product, and they don't have money to advertise for it, or they underestimate the amount of money. And then before you know it, it goes because they dump too much into it.
Okay, cool. Thank you, guys.
Not that you're going to do that with these wholesale products, but I'm just talking.
No, I tried it with a couple different ones, like about 4 or 5 different ones, and I just thought it was odd that I did their suggested bid and it's getting nothing. I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
But okay, I will try it out.
Yeah. With advertising, we spend about, I'd say 10,000. In the last 30 days, we spent about 12,000 in ads. Which a portion of that is allocated from, I'd say probably a third of that is allocated for brands. But it's generated over $300,000 in sales at a 3.8% ACoS at a cost per click of 13 cents. So, and most of those are just those catch-all campaigns that we cover in detail in Module 15 as well. So I encourage all of you to definitely check that out if you haven't yet.
Hey Eric, got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up, Corey?
Yeah, so right now I'm 100% arbitrage. So my ROI is probably like threshold is like 50% plus. So I'm working on getting into wholesale because I know that's where the volume's at. That's how I can grow. That's how I can scale. What ROI thresholds do you go for when it comes to wholesale? Because I'm getting a little sticker shock on some of them being low, and I might just have to swallow it. But just wanted to get your perspective.
Yeah, so I can tell you this: 2021, our company operated about 42% ROI. For every dollar spent, we got about 42 cents back. So that's not terrible, right? As an average, as a whole. But when we're buying products, we don't really like to look at ROI. We like to look at profit margin. And the minimum profit margin we'll take is 10% and $2. And the reason why we don't like to do the ROI thing, Corey, is because, let's say you have 100% ROI, but the product costs you $1.50, so then it's like, all right, I'm making $1.50, it's like, it's skewed when you get real low or you get real high. It's very challenging to use ROI to grow your business. But like I said, 42% is what we,
or 10%. 10% profit margin. That's cool.
Yeah, and 10% margin or $2. That's for us. For you, it might be $2.50. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And do you think for a newer wholesale business, you should accept any lower than that? I mean, 10% seems pretty low, so I'll probably keep it there. But
well, listen, it's all about, really, in the beginning, I would say first 18 months at least, it's really just about growth. So if you could pick up a SKU, let's say you review it and the Keep It chart shows that the minimum you'll make in the past year, the lowest it's ever been is $1.50, even $1.20, I will still get that SKU because I know it's going to move a lot of volume. And yeah, I might only make $1.90, $1.80 every time I sell it, but I'm going to sell, 600 of them every month for multiple months on end,
Yeah, I hear you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, Corey. Anytime, my friend.
Great call. Another great call. Appreciate all of you.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you got any questions, hit us in the Facebook group, and we'll see you all next week. Same time, same place.
Night all.
All right. Adios. Have a good evening.
Good night.
I'll see you at the top.
Good night, everyone.
Stay lit.